Madden, I've got your superhero program here, so let's take a look at it. I found some little errors that aren't working exactly right. All right, so when you look at it on the surface here and you just run it, it looks fine. Got Brickman, strength of 0, his motto is eat a brick. Nemesis Hammerman, experience, you got the little story, right? And then it says he earned more experience points and more strength. He started at 0. So here's his updated chart. And that's Brickman, 100 strength, eat a brick. Nemesis was now defeated. Hammerman, experience 40. So I got to looking at your program. So you added the extra things here. You actually added 3. That's great. It gave you name and strength points. You had to add at least 2 more attributes. You added 3, which is great. You added them correctly here. It gave you 1 method, add strength points. You're supposed to add another one, which you did. You added 1 to add experience points. Then you created a hero using your template. You named your Brickman with 0, eat a brick, Hammerman 0. Then you printed out all of his stats. There's hero.name, hero.strength points, hero.motto, et cetera, et cetera. Then there's your story. And then to raise his strength points and experience points, which you have 2 methods right here that are supposed to do that, you did not use these. Look back at our template for this, what the assignment was. Make sure and call its methods. You're supposed to use this function right here, add strength points, to add strength points. You just actually created a brand new hero. You just named him the same thing. So you use the template again, the superhero template, to create a new superhero with the same name, same motto, same nemesis, with just new strength and experience points. And then you printed out those. So it looks like, oh, it's all wonderful. It works. Well, it doesn't, because we weren't supposed to create another hero to change that. We'll delete those. We're supposed to call the add strength points. So here's add strength points. So I'm going to copy the name of that because I need it down here. So I would say hero. Did we capitalize hero? Yes, I did. I need to capitalize it here then, because that's the hero I'm wanting to use. So hero dot add strength points, and I want to add 100 points. So I'm telling it, take the hero and 100 points and go up and run this, where it says whatever the strength points were, it'll now take what it was and add whatever points I told it. That's why I put in parentheses with 100 points. So it should add 100 points. So I tried it, I corrected this, and I ran into an unexpected problem I didn't think about. Type error, cannot concatenate string and integer objects on line 18. And I went up here and I went, wait a minute. When it just tried to add the points to what it already had as string points, it thinks it's got letters and numbers being added together. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not letters and numbers. Our template says it's a number. Strength points is just 0. So then I had to go down and look at where you created your superhero. You put your number in quotes, so Python thinks it's a letter. So when it tried adding a letter, 0, to a number, 100, it says I can't add letters and numbers. So if you're creating something that's a number, you can't put it in quotes or it doesn't know it's a number anymore. Now it thinks it's a letter. Same thing down here. So fixing that actually created a whole lot of other errors. And I can show you that too. Now that it knows these are numbers, it creates a problem with a lot of print statements. Line 28, right here. Print strength, which is letters, with hero strength points, which now it knows is a number. So everywhere that we're trying to print letters and numbers, we got to use that str command to say, hey, treat this number like it's a string so you can print that together. Which means it's also going to create that problem down here on hero experience points, because now that's a number. So let's run that. See, now it gets through all of this, and then it gets into the same error down on line 38, because that's the next place that we're printing hero experience points. Got to put that str. So everywhere you're using that now, we ran into an error. Oh, I think you want that to be a quote, period, quote. We're missing a quote period there. So now let's see where the next one is. Line 39. Oh, yeah, there's hero strength points. So I've got to put that little str there. So it's just an error that was created when we converted this to a number There's the add strength points. Here's another hero strength points here. Let's add the STR there. And here's the experience points again. So we'll put that. So now let's run it and see what it looks like. Same stuff over here, 0 and 0. Now look at the strength of 100. And all I did was run the add strength points function, the method up above. I didn't create a new hero and change his numbers. I used the same hero that was already created. And I said, go up to the add strength points and add 100 points. And it did that. So now when it printed it, it shows you get 100 points. And the other one, you also wanted to do add experience points. I'm just going to copy that name instead of typing it again down here. So then we'll put a line that says hero dot, and I'll paste it right there. And I think you gave him 40 points by typing the 40. So now it's going to call that other method up here where it takes the whatever experience points it used to have and add whatever number I sent, which is 40. So now when we run it again, now it's got a strength of 100, experience of 40. So it looked like a lot of errors, but it really was just one thing. And it was that you put the number in quotes. And so it thought it was letters. And so it was happy just to say, okay, I can print it with strength, and these are all letters. Every time it ran across that. But down here, instead of calling your methods, you needed to call the methods to add the points on and then print out the information. So you didn't call the methods and you put the numbers in quotes, and that created all the problems. Everything else was just cleaning up from fixing that. You know, once you make these numbers, then we got to use that STR every time we print it online with other ones. So pretty solid. Just a few little things there. You know, you may have tried calling the methods and run into some errors due to that number letter thing. I don't know. So you found a way around it by just creating the superhero over again. But that's really not what we need to do. We need to call the methods and let the methods do their work. But all right, man, I'll get this grade in and we'll see you in class.